All right, so what's going on, y'all? So today we're going to be breaking down US30. Now, with US30, right, very volatile pair. It's one of my favorite pairs, honestly. I love trading this just about every single day, honestly. I love trading US30. I love trading the NASDAQ. I like indices in general. I prefer those, honestly, over currency, but sometimes I may trade GBP USD, Euro USD, or AUD USD as well, too. But US30, food. This is where home is. So first things first, I taken a trade off of a 5 minute order block that I seen. Right, it took out tons of liquidity right here. This is nothing but liquidity, right? The market always loves to take liquidity from the market. It always loves to take liquidity from the market. Always remember that. But first things first, I want to just play this trade, and I just want you all to see how it went down. Right? So, of course, first things first, I noticed my confluences. So I'm like, okay. Now it's just all about, just being patient, just waiting. It's all about patience when you're trading. Sometimes trades may take a while to activate. It happens. Switch out to look. Boom, right? Okay, we're getting some good profits. Okay. Want to draw down a little bit. Okay. And also, too, when you're trading, you always have to take partials. Always have an exit plan. Every time you take a trade, you have to have a plan every single time on how you're going to take that trade. You have to. Because I want you all to take a look right here. You see how, right, price pushed up bullish, of course, very strong bullish momentum. Then next, took some liquidity out and reversed right back down, almost near my entry point, right? Now, at that point, my stop loss was at break even. So honestly, I didn't really care. I don't care what happens. I honestly don't care what happens in general because you can't control the market, of course. But, right, when this happens, usually traders don't even have a break even stop loss, or they're not trailing the stop loss at all. As a trader, you have to really cut your losses short. That's one thing that every professional trader does is they cut their losses short. You always have to, because you can't just sit there and just hold a trade because you feel like it can go up. That's a bad analysis. That's a bad way to go about it. If you're a trader that goes about it like that, I feel so sorry for you, because you're gonna have a hard time. I'm gonna be honest. But that's what having an exit plan is all about. Just taking the trade, having the plan, following the plan, trusting the analysis, and letting the market do its thing. It's so simple when you're taking these type of trades. It's so simple. You just have to take the trade, right? And let's take a look at the risk to reward here. Now, the risk to reward was about almost 10R. And I'll say that's pretty incredible. I like getting these type of trades. Very big win. A lot of patience that you have to have. You have to have an extreme amount of patience when you are taking these type of trades. These big R trades, they don't just automatically one candle TP hit. No, they take time. Like, it can honestly, I'm show you all. As it wicked up right here, this could have honestly happened again. They could have done it again, or a third time or fourth time. They'll go straight back down and go straight back up. It can do anything. You don't know. The market is so unpredictable. The market is it just has its own nature, like I always say. So since it always has its own nature, the best thing to do is just always just let the market do its thing. That's exactly it. You let the market be great. That's one of my favorite lines. But honestly, we take a look, right? Take a look. Let's take a look. From this order block right here, right, we have nice amount of strong bullish momentum, plus some of my other confluences as well, right? As we see, it was a nice break of structure, matter of fact, just taking a really good look. Very solid break of structure. So the bulls are really in control on this trade. Price taps. Of course, what happens when it taps in? Boom. Straight into profit. Then retest the entry again. Took some of the liquidity out down here as well, too. Want y'all to see that one. Took some of the liquidity out down here. That's one thing the market loves to do. It likes to take liquidity and then make a move. I'm telling you, it's all about being a liquidity specialist when you're trading. Let's take a look. Liquidity is taken, then boom, the real move happens. That's exactly what happens when you're trading. Market loves liquidity, even right here. Liquidity is taken out, right? We have a nice set of almost just about equal highs and whatnot. And then what happens? Boom, it's taken out. Next, you know, it sweeps some more. It was an order block right here got swept. Order block right here got swept as well. So those people that was taking those order blocks, they was hurting that day. They was hurting. And then next thing you know, it just pushes right back up bullish and it hits my TP. Now, when you're taking trades like this, it sounds all easy, you know, trusting your analysis. It sounds, you know, simple, let the market be great. But honestly, it's easy, but it's not easy. Because if you don't really understand that and you haven't reprogrammed your mind to really be patient when you're trading and really just let the market do its thing, then you're really going to have a hard time. It's always about, okay, I'm going to take this trade. I know, okay, this is how much I'm risking. This is what I'm looking for. I'm going to check every box off, control what I can control, take the trade, let the market do its thing. It's like this, for example, right? Let's say you have Tom Brady. He's a great quarterback. Tom Brady throws a perfect pass to one of his receivers. They're wide open, right? They're running a deep fade route. And they're just wide open. It's just them, no defensive backs. It's just them and Tom Brady, right? If the receiver doesn't catch the ball, right? What happens? As Tom Brady, do you think Tom Brady's going to be like, oh, man, be so mad at everything? No, he's not. He knows the nature of what can possibly happen. He knows a receiver can drop the ball. He knows it's possible. It's just so many possibilities. Trading is just like life. It's just like life. I've been in a car accident before, right? I was driving perfectly. I wasn't driving reckless. But what happened? I was at an intersection and someone decides to make a left turn while their light is red, while I'm going straight, while I have the right of way. And then what happens? Of course, I didn't want to get into a head-on-head collision, but I went off road, right? Things in life happen that's out of our control. And when those things happen, you never want to focus on them, right? Because every single day you wake up, it's going to be another day of random outcomes. You don't know so much of what's going to happen. Of course, you can expect certain things to happen. Let's say you trade, or you got football practice or basketball or soccer practice. You can expect those things, but let's say anything can happen, right? Let's say you got basketball practice at 5 p.m. today. Next thing you know, basketball practice is canceled because of some unknown circumstances. That's how trading is. You don't know. But I will say having a sharper edge will help you out a lot. I'm not going to lie. Having a good edge, having a good strategy, having a good exit plan is really what's going to take your trading to the next level. But it will never save you from losses. You're going to take a loss when you're trading. You're going to take a loss. I promise you. I can win 5 trades in a row, and it happened, right? Then next trade you take, loss. Next trade you take, loss. It's okay. Because guess what? Next trade I take, win. Then I can take another loss. It happens. You don't know. The market is unpredictable. It's just like the weather. The weatherman could say, oh, it's about to be 90 degrees today with a 60% chance of rain or something. Next, going throughout the day, it's not even raining at all. You expecting the rain and you're expecting, just a bad weather day, honestly, severe thunderstorms or anything. But guess what? The weatherman can't control Mother Nature. We can't control Mother Nature. We can just prepare of what could possibly happen, and that's exactly how you got to treat your trade. You have to prepare for what can possibly happen. You got to take the trade, use the correct risk. Everything must be flawless. Everything must be perfect. No little errors. Nothing wrong at all. You have to be perfect when you are trading at all times. Because if you're not perfect, not making these perfect type of trades, you're not really putting any efforts or perfection when you're trading, then just believe if it goes left, don't be mad at nobody but yourself. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just the cold reality of trading, honestly. The cold reality of trading. But also risk to reward is definitely key. I always recommend taking 1-to-1s and above. Just always have a plan. Just always have a plan too. Of course, with whatever you're doing. Always have an exit plan of time where you take partials, move stop loss to break even, or even profit sometimes. Right? It's all about cutting those losses short and maximizing your gains. That's what trading is all about.